First off, happy Mother's Day to everybody out there. And a happy birthday to my friend Gil Alberg. Turns a big 55 today. Still a youngster. Beautiful day here in Saginaw. In the mid-60s. So I grabbed my bike and decided to take a ride down here to the river. See if I could find anything cool. Which happens from time to time. As if you've been following me at all on my videos, you are aware of that. And we're going to see what we can find. And depending on how I feel after I get done here, I might go across the river to Ojibwa Island and see what's shaking over there. I don't get to do this very much because physically I just don't feel like it. We're going to back up here just a minute because I thought I spotted a piece of crockery down here. Yep, there it is. Can you see it? Right there. And it's a rim piece. Probably 1900 era. Right around in there. I don't know what that piece is. But anyways, this is nothing spectacular. But I'm going to take it home with me. Anyways. Why? I don't know. Alright. Let's walk along here a little bit. See if I can spot anything else. See if you can spot anything else. A lot of old brick. Lot of old brick. Tell you what, I'm going to pause this for a second. Go get my bike. There's a number of spots along here that you can hunt for relics and artifacts. But they're not as prolific as they used to be because there's a lot of people know about it, and you've almost got to be here when the stuff actually falls out of the bank. Here's something. Big something. Piece of a plate. Let's see what's in it. Let's see what it looks like. Oh, that's pretty. 1890s. Nice flower on it. And there's another piece laying here, which is not of it, but that's a beautiful little piece of plate. Most of the things I find here are from the lumbering era. So lumbering was real big here. Well, let's see what else we can find. If anything. I'd like to find a nice old embossed bottle. Wonder what that is laying there. That white. I think it's just a stone. But so far, that half a plate is the nicest piece I picked up here today. My friend Gil, who I wished a happy birthday to a little bit ago, comes down here a lot with his dog Freddie, and he finds a lot of stuff down here. Usually ends up in my collection because he knows how much I love history, Saginaw history in particular. And I'm going to stop as I was saying. Most of the material right here is from the lumbering area here in Saginaw, which took off, I believe, in the 1870s and really kicked ass through the 1890s. Started dying down a little bit then. So, but most of the things here would be Victorian era. Let's see. Looks like a horseshoe, but I'm not sure. Let's check it out. It is. There we go. Nice big old horseshoe. I always like finding horseshoes. I've got kind of a nice collection of them at home, but always room for another one. Always room for another one. That's a big one too. Usually I find ones that are somewhat smaller than that. I'm going to stick that in my collection bag over here on my trusty old bike. and I'll be back with you. Push these just a moment. Weeds here around just a little bit and see if there might not be something underneath the weeds here. Since I spotted that horseshoe here, you never know. Doubt it, but there could be. Could be, but I don't think so. What's that? It's just a piece of a brick. Yep, piece of a brick. And then over here, seeing nothing. Nothing to write home about. Hope I don't go in the water and take a dunk, especially with my camera. If I do, you'll see it here first, folks. Okay, what's that? I don't know what that is. Let's look at that. It's a rounded piece of stone. Don't know what it's from. Another piece. And again, don't know what that might be from. I'm looking in here. It's a piece of, piece of something. But I don't see anything. There's a piece of pottery type stuff coming out of the bank there. Shall we see if we can get it out? Let's do. I'm going to pause this. Okay, I've cleared the stuff around it. Ready for the big reveal? Where's my hand? All right. Oh. A piece of brown ceramic, almost black, but again 1880s, 1890s, and I will take that home with me too. All right, let's see if I get back up here without falling on my keister. There we go. Yeah, that's kind of a nice find. But I'll go across the river. That sandy area there is where I'd like to begin. So as I'm on my way out of here, I'm gonna take one more look along the bank, and if I see anything super cool, to get to be back with you. The island, I got to go up to the Court Street Bridge here and cross over. It's not really as far as it looks on here, a couple blocks. So I will join you across the river where I just came from, right over there. This is the historic site where, on the island here, the monument there is dedicated to the memory of Henry Novell, S.J., first white man in the Saginaw Valley. And he offered mass on the banks of the Saginaw River on December 3rd. Is it December 3rd or December 8th? December 8th, 1675. And we're going to start looking down here. Then I'm going to come up, cross the road, and go down that way by the tree line. These old trees down here absolutely astound me. How richly textured and rugged the bark is, and how huge around they are. I bet you I'd be about 10 of me around. It would be one of my estranged boy, Frankie. Comments like that is why she's estranged, but she is estranged. But anyways, I digress. Beautiful, beautiful trees here. I'll take some closer ones. We got. And here's one of the dugouts that the fuzzy little groundhogs here make. And they do take and pull out a lot of shells and stuff over here. It's quite fascinating as you look at these, realizing how old they must be. It's just always astounds me what these little guys pull out of their burrows. Clay, just pieces of clay. But it's an exciting spot to me because of what the little guys find. This part of the tree here I call Gitche Manito's throne, because it forms like a seat there. And Gitche Manito is, of course, the Native American Indian creator spirit. So it's pretty cool. Let's look around here a little bit more before we move on, because you never know just what you're gonna see. Of course, if I see anything, I'll pick it up and show you, and then I'll leave it in situ for the next people that hopefully come along and show an interest in the material just laying here. Look at here. This one they didn't even fully take out of their tree. From under. Look at him there. Look at him there. It's so cool. Make a neat little home. Those guys are awesome. Those guys are awesome. But, yeah, pretty cool. So I'm going to move on down now to another tree and be back with you. This is the next tree in just a bit. I'm going to stop here and have a cigarette as I look at some of this stuff with you, because this particular little groundhog, God's fuzzy little archaeologist, has been quite busy, and he's removed a whole lot of shell from the earth underneath this great and ancient tree. But seeing some old glass, you know, let's hope you didn't get cut on that. And what I'm looking for is to see if there are any shards of pottery down here. Since the Indians lived in this area, actually quite extensively on the banks here, we could find more shards of pottery. Here's a couple shells that one of them recently dug out. Another one. These shells are very old, and I'm not sure that species of clam even lives on the river anymore. But all right, I'm gonna turn this off, and I'll get back at you in a little bit. Saginaw waterworks across the river, and I'm told there used to be a Indian burial mound close by that, and Gil said it's marked, but unfortunately I've never seen it. There's a goose family, trying to zoom in on them, with a bunch of little ones. See them? There they are. Wait, if I was to go over there, they would get pissed, because they really vigorously watch over those chicks. Pretty bird. Here's another one of those wonderful old trees. I'd love to know how old these are. Look at how deeply rutted with age the bark is. That looks almost like a face again. It looks like a bear face again. Gil and I found one down here one day, a couple months ago, and there's a video up on here about it, that looked perfectly like a bear face. So that's pretty cool. Little turtle there sitting on the branch, sunning himself. I can't get this to focus real good when you get close to something like that for some reason. I don't know why. But he's enjoying the sunshine. Well, unless I see something else along the way back home, that's about it. Getting kind of tired, back's starting to hurt again, and I don't have any medicine for it, so probably pushed myself too much today, but hey, it's too beautiful just to sit around inside on your butt. I'll probably give an overview of my findings. We are coming up on these two old waterfront buildings. I'm standing, of course, on the Court Street Bridge, and those buildings look pretty good from here. I want to show you when I actually get right up to the top of the building. And look at how it bows in and out, how the bricks are sagging. And it looks like, man, I'm surprised it's still standing. But it's a cool old structure. Well, I'd love to see what's underneath of it. Look at it from this side. See if I can get a better shot so you can see how the bricks bow in and out. But Cool old building. All old buildings are cool. Alright, later.